Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Ronald Araujo, as it has been reported that the 24-year-old Barca prodigy is set to become the new captain for Barca next season. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, in this video, talking about this report claiming that Barcelona are set to announce multiple departures on Sunday. Of course, this comes after Jordi Alba joined Busquets in the exit list. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe. If you haven't, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. After a successful campaign in La Liga, Barcelona are preparing for several major changes heading into next season. Indeed, the Blaugrana are set to part with two of their current club captains and legends, Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba, at the end of the ongoing campaign. Busquets had already announced his decision to leave Barcelona earlier this month, while the news of Alba's departure broke out just a while ago. With two pillars of the club set to move on, it is bound to leave big holes in the roster for manager Xavi Hernandez, especially in the leadership group. After all, Busquets and Alba were two of the club captains this season. Amid news of their departure, Tony Juan Marte is reporting that Ronald Araujo will become one of the captains at Barcelona next season. With Busquets' exit, Sergio Roberto will be promoted to the position of the first captain. Alba, who was the third captain, would have taken the versatile right back spot. Um, but he is also leaving, which means fourth captain Marc-Andre Ter Stegen would become the second keeper. It leaves two vacant slots in the leadership group for Barcelona, and Joan Marti is claiming that one of those spots will certainly be occupied by Ronald Araujo. The 24-year-old has shown that he is ready to take the leadership mantle, having grown into one of the most crucial players to Xavi in the club. The Uruguayan international has shown his leadership qualities on the pitch on several occasions, and so handing him the armband would be nothing short of deserved. Apart from Araujo, Robert Lewandowski could be another contender, while Frankie de Jong might also be an option after he led the team for a while against Real Valladolid last night. The equation could change if Lionel Messi were to return to Barcelona, though as he would likely be made the first captain in that scenario, with Roberto continuing as second captain, Ter Stegen being the third keeper, and Araujo or someone else getting named as the fourth captain. Here we go again, talking about the captaincy roles as Busquets will be leaving. Jordi Alba shockingly announced his own departure today afternoon, so definitely there will be two vacant positions. I think Ronald Araujo will really fit the bill, and many majority of fans have been also opting that Araujo should be one of those captains. Now that we are talking about two slots to be filled, Lewandowski was another player. Frankie de Jong was another player that was seen as a contention to join. But nothing have been decided. These are just all speculations. Nothing have been decided. These are just players that are likely to be elected by the team before the beginning of next season. But of course, when we talk about leadership, we need leaders. We don't just need the fact that you have stayed, your longevity. I think the earlier Barca changed that method of selecting their captains. I think the better because Roberto, for me, who will automatically become the first captain, I don't see that guy being the first captain. For me, it doesn't bode well for him to be first captain. I don't see that qualities in Roberto to be our first captain. Roberto is not even a starter to begin with. He shouldn't, in fact, nobody even wants to be a starter. Roberto have really lost form. Roberto is an injury-prone player, hardly plays for full season, and can we boast and say that's our captain? Because we need a first captain who is always there, starting 11. But here we are, for the first time in Barca's history, we have a captain who will not be a first 11 player and who has just 1 year left on his contract after Xavi pushed Barca to extend it. I think if Barca can make a surprise change in that first captaincy role, the better. But I very much doubt they will do so because we all know Barca, right? For a long time, this club takes the issue of longevity to give captaincy. For me, it makes no sense. It makes no sense because for me, Araujo can be a better captain than Sergio Roberto. But it doesn't mean that Araujo, who came just recently from in Barca, does not have the qualities because he has not stayed so long. That's not how it should work. But that's the philosophy. And I think if Barca want to go in for Araujo or Lewandowski, maybe for the third and fourth captaincy roles next season, it means they are trying to change from that style of longevity when selecting new captain at the club. So we just have to see who takes it. But Ronald Araujo have been mentioned by many newspapers, and it just looked like he will be one of the captains next season. Then on to the final story of discussion. This Sunday, Barcelona will play their final home game of the 2022-23 campaign. When they take on RCD Mallorca, it will be an emotional occasion for the players and the fans, as it will be the last game to be played at Spotify Camp Nou as we know it. With the stadium reconstruction set to begin, Barca will move to the Montjuic Olympic Stadium until November 2024, and we want to bid goodbye to Camp Nou on a high. Sunday will also see Barcelona bid goodbye to two of their current captains and club legends, Sergio Busquets and Jordi Alba. The former had already communicated his intention to leave Barcelona this summer when his contract expires, and earlier today it emerged that Jordi Alba too will be following suit, even though he still has a year left on his current contract with Barcelona. However, according to Gerard Romero, apart from Alba and Busquets, Barcelona could be bidding goodbye to another player this Sunday. While the identity of that player has not been revealed by the journalists, he hints that the newly crowned La Liga champions are contemplating parting ways with another star, which could be announced on Sunday. Names such as Ansu Fati and Ferran Torres have been heavily linked with summer exit, while of late Jules Koundé's future has been becoming a topic of much discussion. Frank Kessie is another player whose continuity at the club is far from certain. Barcelona have already parted ways with Gerard Piqué this season and will soon bid adieu to two more club legends in Alba and Busquets. And if Romero is to be believed, there could be one more additional departure that may be announced on Sunday when we play against Mallorca in what will be our last home game of the season. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.